it's crazy to think it was just 3 years ago I was in the same position. You know, it wasn't too long ago. I'm not too much older than half of these guys here and girls here, so it's definitely a blessing and an honor to be a part of this family, be a part of history like this, man, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. I didn't like how people call me Mr. Beal. It kind of made me feel old, but at the end of the day, it was still pretty cool.
What did you think of Carl's speech and what he said?
It was real touching, man. You could just see him. I saw him when he was just sitting there before his name was even called, because we kind of knew beforehand what was going to happen, and you just see him, the anxiety ranking up. But when he spoke from his heart, and you could definitely feel that he's really blessed and fortunate. And his parents really pushed him to become the man that he is today, and he's definitely worked hard for it. And I have to do nothing but congratulate him. My dad gave me the biggest piece of advice. We came up with a motto is humble and hungry. And I think Steven Jackson was talking about it when they were interviewing him earlier today, and just the fact that you have to always remain humble. You never want to get complacent with where you are. You never want to get too high with where you are. You always want to continue to strive to be the best that you could possibly be. But at the same time, it takes hard work, and you have to be hungry and have that desire to want to be the best you could possibly be and dedicate time and effort and do whatever it takes.
Jason Tatum?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you played with him a little bit, or you helped mentor him a little bit?
No, it's like my little brother.
Okay.
I've been knowing him since I was in high school. He was in middle school, and my mom taught his mom in high school. So it's been a family line, basically. And I mean, he's definitely going to be a special player one day. He's continuing to grow. I think he's like inches-wise. Like, he's still growing. Like, he's only 16, so he's definitely going to be something to reckon with, man. I definitely keep my eyes out for him. You know, at a young age, he's the #1 player in his class, so he has a lot of people in his ear telling him how good he is, but I tell him, I say, you still can't beat me, so it doesn't matter. So at the end of the day, I always keep that buzz in the air, and I think that kind of continues to motivate him to be the best that he could possibly be. Growing up, I had several role models. Well, one was my older brother, one of my older brothers, just because just watching how I used to sit at the front row of all his games. Brandon Beal. So every time I just always just sit and watch him how he played, and then eventually Allen Iverson was my hero, and then eventually LeBron was kind of my hero, because I didn't grow up in the Michael Jordan era, so I really can't say he was my favorite player if I never watched him. So I was more so of a LeBron fan growing up.
You brought his name up. It's all, you know. What do you take from the whole LeBron thing and him changing to Cleveland?
We got off on the wrong foot because
going back home. Can you relate to that a little bit?
I mean, you have to feel for him, because at the end of the day, he did what's best for him and his family. I think he loves that city. I mean, he's always there in Akron or wherever he is, and I mean, he's truly dedicated. So I kind of had a feeling that's where he was going to go, and it just made sense at the end of the day. I mean, I congratulate him for his contract and everything that he's accomplished, but we still play him, so I can't speak too highly of him.
What was your most memorable high school moment?
Most memorable? Winning that Gatorade award for sure. I mean, just because it's just such a prestigious award, and so much history behind it, and just being a part of this whole ceremony and being a part of all these great kids and great players who were in my group, in my age group, it's just tremendous, man. It just shows that you do things outside of basketball, and it's not always just about athletics. It's about your academics and what you're doing character-wise. So I would definitely say this is the biggest moment of my high school career. No, I wouldn't be a musician, but I would say I'd either be a football player, because I have 4 brothers and they all play football. I'm the only basketball guy, and then if I wasn't a football player, I'd probably be a doctor.
What?
Doctor.
Doctor?
Yeah.
It's still possible, huh?
There's a lot of schools, so I don't know, man. I'm getting older, not getting younger.